Ooh, what's up with it, YouTube? Junior. That song be stuck in my head. Listen, I feel vindicated this morning because all the rumors and the trades have came out and said and pretty much confirmed that Marvel will be recasting Black Panther. It's about time they get their head on straight. Listen, they say that they actually tried to do this back in September. They was asking actors back then. Phase 4 was so goddamn bad. I think Marvel learned their lesson. I heard a lot of people lost their job, you know what I'm saying? But they learned their lesson. Listen, some of these OG characters you cannot just move away from the way you think you can. You just can't do it. You just can't. A lot of people are tied to these actors. Listen, that's why they had that knee-jerk reaction and were like, we having trouble casting Doom. Just bring back Robert Downey Jr. Marvel panicked. They see what it is. You can't just throw anybody out there and just tell any story and we eat it up. Sure, you have some fans who are just happy to see something. But for people who are really comic book fans and superhero fans, like, no, you can't do that. And with Black Panther, for a lot of people, they just went for the cultural thing to see a lot of black people in something. They don't know that this is the first major black hero since the 60s that came in the 60s. People have been waiting since the 60s. Now, I'm not that old, but the 60s. You know what I'm saying? When Iron Man came out of 08, 09, people had been trying to get this movie made. Back when they wanted Digimon Hansu to play him. However you say his name. I'm a star. Wesley Snipes tried to do it in the 90s. He couldn't get the right money to do the movie right, so he did Blade. Like we had been waiting for this. And it's no disrespect to Chadwick Boseman, beautiful man, great actor, but he played many great roles. He wasn't just T'Challa. That didn't define his career or his life. That's somebody's son, husband, brother, uncle. He was more than that. That role and him are two separate entities. What it is you should have waited to do the second movie, but you saw that $1.3 billion that movie made without extra Avengers in there and just said, let's go get this money and capitalize off making a movie with people sad and upset about his death. And it didn't work. It made a little bit of money, but it didn't work. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, in the comics, Shuri and T'Challa exist at the same time. They are Black Panther at the same time. Hell, Shuri even becomes a goddess at some point. But they exist at the same time, dual roles. One is in Wakanda, one is with the Avengers. Like, they're dual roles. They're brother, sister. But not only that, Shuri is an accessory. She's a great character. The way you guys presented her in the movies, you kind of stagnated her a little bit because you presented her as the nerdy little sister at first instead of as the warrior who was always trying to be like her big brother that she is in the comics. Shuri dope as hell in the comics. But yeah, you guys did that. You know what I'm saying? But she's an accessory. The story of Black Panther is built around T'Challa. It's all about T'Challa. Yeah, you got fans now who just happy, let me see this black universe, let me see this black world. But Wakanda is an accessory to T'Challa. It's an accessory. Shuri is an accessory. Okoye. These characters that didn't even exist for most of the Black Panthers run. The Dora Milaje didn't come to the late 90s. Shuri didn't come to 2005. T'Challa's been around since like 1966. Wakanda, Shuri, the Dora Milaje, they are extensions of T'Challa. You cannot tell a story without T'Challa. All of the comics are about him. The whole world, the universe is about him. Even when he was in a coma and Shuri first took up the mantle as Black Panther, the story was about T'Challa. Shuri is a dope character in her own. She's a good character in her own. But like I said, they exist at the same time. You should have never killed him off. You should have never killed. You can't kill off the main character from your story. I know Gotham was a TV show. But you cannot make a long run of telling stories about Batman without freaking Batman. When Superman died, you didn't turn around and say, you know what, let Supergirl, just take the mountain and just act like Superman didn't exist. That ain't how they worked. They would have never been successful. Never. I seen somebody in my comments the other day, they was bringing up with Steel and all the other people took up the Superman mantle after he died. Like, they didn't make no long runs off those people. Those are people that just stepped in and temporarily took up the mantle. Superman came back. He should have never killed off T'Challa. It don't make sense. Like I said, everything with Wakanda, Claw, all of the people around them, the Bass, they are extensions of T'Challa. It's a good day. I don't know who's going to play him. You know, I think my main pick is John David Washington, especially with Denzel already being verified as being in Black Panther 3. But someone brought up Aldous Hodge, you know what I'm saying? City on the Hill. I would like that. I would like Aldous Hodge. Aldous Hodge could do it. Aldous Hodge really could do it. The Black Adam movie wasn't that good, but I did like him as Hawkman. I like Aldous Hodge. He's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than Chadwick Boseman, but you know, it's gonna be a multiverse situation. Like the whole kid thing, go on, scrap that, man. We don't care about that little kid. We don't. I don't care about him just like I don't care about the Amadeus Cho version of the Hulk. If I'm hearing rumors about him being in Captain America 4 too, we don't care about Amadeus Cho. But I don't care about that little kid. Just going to recast T'Challa. I'm happy that they're gonna be doing it. The rumor is that in the Doom movie that they will have a multiverse version of T'Challa in that movie, and whoever that will be the future T'Challa in Black Panther 3 after Secret Wars. Man, and that's dope. That's like I said, they should have never killed him off. They could have explained something happened to him. He went away, something was going on, and then came back later with a new person playing that role. I don't know why people think things like that don't work. Hell, we had Spartacus, what was that, 10, 15 years ago? Like the guy with Spartacus died of cancer, and he did his thing playing Spartacus, Blood and Sand. The guy who came back and played him afterwards, he couldn't hold a candle to him. But he did a good job too. He just wasn't him. That don't cheapen it. You know what I'm saying? Jack Nicholson was a great Joker. Heath Ledger was a great Joker. They're different. They brought different iterations of their character, and I love them both. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian Bale fan when it comes to Batman, but I didn't hate Ben Affleck's version. Matter of fact, I prefer the fighting style that Ben Affleck had over, you know what I'm saying, what's the names? I like that gritty, tough version. I like that more than all the other Batman, but I'm just saying there's different versions of them. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. You know what I'm saying? I did. I grew up on Christopher Reeves, though. Rest in peace. I just think it's just too easy for them to just say, you know what, we're going to try to honor and respect this black man so much, we're going to kill a character that all of these black fans have been dying to see for years. And then because his sister can take up the mantle, we're just going to give it to her and just act like that's been the main character of the story for the past 40, 50 years. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Shuri has a hardcore fans too. But like I said, Shuri's an extension of T'Challa. She's an accessory. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got this cold-blooded sister. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a strong black male and a strong black female. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panther story doesn't give you either or. It gives you both at the moment. So the movie should too. Not to mention just, you know, little black boys need something to look up to. We right now, what character do we... Y'all can try to force Foul Cap down our throat. Little black boys don't look up to Foul Cap. We don't. He's not a bad character, but he's not something that little black boys just, look, I got to get Foul Cap. We don't do that. No disrespect to Anthony Mackie, but he was a sidekick. Falcon Captain America comic line didn't do great. And the movie's having a lot of trouble now. Now, I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to support it, but I understand why the movie hasn't been getting good reviews, because people didn't even like the comic. They didn't. Let Falcon be Falcon. Captain America is Captain America. Yeah, I truly believe in that. Let Cap be Cap. Hell, I'd rather see Bucky as Cap. Let Falcon be Falcon. He can be cool being Falcon. Go do your own thing. Go do your own story. But stepping into the Captain America role, you basically just taking Cap's hand-me-downs. That's what that is. And you're not Cap. You don't have the super soldier serum. It's not the same. You know, you can't force that, even as much as you want to. And that's how I feel about that. You're not changing that. But Black Panther, who do we have to look up to? Who do we have to identify with? Now, with Marvel right now, if you're talking about representation, you have Monica Rambeau. Beautiful. Shuri. Beautiful. Glad to see she's there. Hell, you got Okoye. Cool. You got Storm coming. You know what I'm saying? Where's the black male superpower people? Where are they? Who we waiting on? Luke Cage? You giving us Wonder Man, a white man that you blackwashed to a black guy that we don't... Junior, I'm happy to see T'Challa coming back. John David Washington, Aldous Hodge, one of y'all take that role.